What's going on, my friends? Welcome to my studio. I am Mike McFarland, the Lake Fork Fishing Guide, and I'm going to give you a public report, a quick public report for the first week of July. It's July 10th, Thursday, July 10th. The lake has now reached 3 inches over pool once again. We had rain on Tuesday, heavy rain on Tuesday that brought us up 4 inches overnight. We are sitting about 3 inches over pool. What I will tell you about lake level is that from April to May, May to June, and now June to July, 4 straight months we have been over pool. 4 straight months. And every time that we get right down to that full pool level, Mother Nature says, man, I'm going to dump on you again. Saturday, I had some of the best offshore fishing I've had yet this year. Smashed them. Everywhere we went, we caught fish. That rain on Tuesday night changed that completely. When I went yesterday, none of those fish were there in those places. And they were on every single deep shell and every deep hard bottom structure I fished on Saturday. Rain Tuesday, by Wednesday, gone. Gone. Where did they go to? Rising water, rises fish, man. They're back up in the shallows. Dirt, shallow. You want to catch bass on Fork right now, you're offshore, you're not catching them, and you're scratching your head, I don't get it, it's July. Well, realize we're 3 inches over pool, we're 85 degrees. We're about 8 degrees off what we should be. And there's extra water up in those trees and the buckbrush. There's plenty of vegetation and lily pads and grasses and reeds and cattails and pintails and just everything everywhere. Pin reeds over pool. They're up on the banks. Frogs still working well. Topwater's still working okay. Topwater bite's not as good because shad spawn's gone. And they're in the junk, so you need a weedless type topwater. But, man, what a weird deal. I don't really have a lot to tell you other than hang in there because it'll change right back pretty quick. Couple, 2-3 days of heat and no more rain and the water will drop back down. The fishing will come back around. You'll see typical summer fishing. Worms on points, Texas rig, purple worms on points and things like that. It's not normal right now. Even the live scopers are saying, you know, they're having trouble live scoping with live bait. Not catching fish, finding the fish to drop the live bait on. They're not finding the fish because the fish aren't there. They're up the shallow. So just a quick public report for you. Get out there, stay shallow. Like I said, the lake is 3 inches over pool, 85 degrees. I don't really have a lot else to tell you. Crappie fishing is okay. Let's see what Jackie has told you about crappie. I will give you crappie. And then I want you to realize that I'm also doing a members only report with multiple other lakes and more details than you get here for Lake Fork. So look in the description below this video. Come join our members and look at all the reports for Lake Bodark, for Lake Athens, for Lake Welsh, for Tawakoni, for Hubbard, Possum Kingdom, and so on. If you want other reports, you can get them. Subscribe to our members only channel. But Jackie says that the Lake Fork crappie fishing has been super up and down, just kind of like the weather. Same thing, it's the same thing. Bass and crappie kind of, they don't live the same. They're two different species of fish, but they're predator. They eat bait and they eat live stuff. They like live stuff. And they're subject to the same thing with these rains and the flooding and the up and down and temperatures aren't right. So they are stacked up on the brush piles, laydowns, tire reefs, and things like that. The bite is the tricky part. He said some days the bite's really good. They eat real well, and other times they just don't. They just run away. They run away from the scope. They run away, shine on the front of them, and they go to the back side. They disappear. So you just got to move around, keep moving. He said if the winds are calm, the bite is real slow. If there's good wind, then the minnows seem to help get the best bites. A little light 1 32nd ounce hand-tied jig. I'm with tipped with a minnow. That's your best deal, and your depths are 13 to 18 feet. That seems to be where he's finding the most success crappie fishing. All right. I'm sorry I don't have more to give you publicly right now, but you know, the lake's things aren't normal. You know, I would like to ask you to take a quick moment and realize that we flooded here, and the lake has been doing a lot of things like I've shared with you. But man, down south they flooded and it killed people. It's cost people their lives, children, girls, little young girls. There's 200 people missing. So take a quick moment and not worry so much about fishing or the elements changing our fishing or good or bad. And remember that the rain falls on the just and the unjust. It falls on all of us. And you can't imagine how many young little girls, innocent little girls, were screaming for their lives and then lost their lives in horror. So Rain sometimes is needed. It grows the crops, but too much rain can suck. Make the fishing on Lake Fork not so good. April, May, June, July overpool. But it can kill a lot of people too. So remember that. But hit the like button if you found this good. Comment below. Share anything you'd like to share. Like I said, the last 2 days I've been a little disappointed in Lake Fork, but she'll come back around. So appreciate you. Thanks for watching.